The excitement of the National League South playoffs continues today. Could this be the most unlikely promotion in the history of this channel? Hello and welcome to part 12 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have the semi-final of the National League South playoffs. We're away against Woking. If you hadn't seen how we got here, goodness me, do you need to go back and watch yesterday's episode. There was excitement to be had in yesterday's episode, but we are playing Woking in this semi-final. Woking finished third in the league on 80 points. We finished sixth in the league on 73 points. Woking, I mean, they're a better team than us. If we have a look to see what the pre-season predictions were, we were predicted to finish 16th. Woking were predicted to finish 5th. They were a team that got relegated from the National League last season, so they're a team that was expected to do a little bit of bounce backing. But obviously, we're going to put a stop to that today. Maybe. If we look at how we played against them in the league, we did beat them the last time we played them at home, but earlier on in the season when we played them away, they did beat us 2-1. It's 3-3 on aggregate as it stands at the moment. But yeah, I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. And I think my assistant manager is just absolutely bottling it as well, because I mentioned on the last episode how screwy Quick Pick had got. But if I just hit Quick Pick, just to show you what's going on at the moment, I've never known Quick Pick be this disastrous. So Quick Pick is going to play Tom Bender at right back, not even have Hurd in the team at all. I don't even know where Hurd is gone. Hurd falls out of the team completely. Noble falls out of the squad completely as well. And he plays Edwards in midfield. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. We need to get both of those players back in the team. Is there a way to just go back? Do I have to now re-pick my side? Right, so Hurd comes in for Morgan, and then we're going to play him there and him there. And then Edwards obviously isn't going to play because we've got David Noble. Where's David Noble? David Noble is there. But then we are going to get Edwards up onto the bench. And we're going to get Morgan up onto the bench. We're going to replace our two youngsters with two players who definitely have something to offer. Morgan is probably going to feel quite hard done by after scoring a brilliant goal in the first round of the playoffs. But it's not enough for him to start. That's been our setback for all year. And I know Ben Hurd missed a penalty in that game, but that's still not going to be enough to drop him out of the squad completely. Likewise, David Noble is still the only player at the club averaging over a 7 over the course of the season. You don't drop him from the matchday squad in the playoff semi-final. That's just crazy talk. So this is going to be our team to take on Woking at their place, because they finished higher in the league than we did, for a place in the Conference South playoff final. We've got Catherall in goal, a back four of Wyatt, Bender, Mills and Hurd. We've got Wilkin, Noble, Sambu and Hopkins in midfield, and then Sam Merson returns to the team to partner Spruce up front. Banton, we played him in the last few games. He hasn't impressed as much as he could have done. Merson, of course, took the corner that led to the first goal in the semi-final, and he is our top scorer for the season as well. So hopefully, you know, he's had a few games out of the team. That'll be motivation for him to have a cracking game today to make sure if we get to the final, he's part of the team for the final. I'm not going to put any pressure on the players for this game because we're just enjoying ourselves now. We shouldn't still be in it at this stage of the competition. Louis Catherall is just a good goalkeeper. Yeah, that's all that needs to be said about him. But Woking kicked things off, and we had a very, very lively start in the last round against Oxford City. We didn't score until the second half of extra time, where we got both our goals, but we were lively early on. And here's Merson on that right wing, plays it back to Hopkins, and it's with Noble. Noble, big pass out wide to Wilkin, who controls it beautifully, and it's back to Wyatt, the hero of the first round match. And it's Noble again in midfield, back to Sambu, and I don't really know where Sambu's aiming there, but it ends up back with Noble again, plays it out to Wyatt. Wyatt plays it forward pretty aimlessly, but Wilkin nods it back to Spruce again, and it's back with Sambu. We're keeping nice possession in their third of the pitch at the moment. I could handle spending the next 90 minutes just knocking it around here and then take it to extra time again, but they take the ball off us and they're doing us at our own game. We're supposed to be the kings of the counter-attack, but they've done it back to us, and their striker has just got his 30th goal of the season. That is the missing piece of our jigsaw, I think. There's so many players at this level who are up 25, 30, even more goals for the season. Greg Lua isn't going to be the top scorer in the Conference South this season, but he's just hit his 30th goal. Sam Merson is our top scorer on 15, and I think that's That's the missing piece. That's why I wouldn't be distraught if we didn't get promoted, because I don't think we're ready. I'd much rather go up as champions, or at least go up with a team that I think has the oomph about them to stay there. And I think we do struggle a little bit for scoring enough goals. And I know we're set up in a more defensive manner than a lot of teams are. And we're 2-0 down on 27 minutes. I mean, I said I'm not that bothered if we don't get promoted. I don't want it to be an absolute battering, though. 2-0 down after less than half an hour. That's that calls for a show some passion, I think. We like a bit of passion. Mills nods it straight back to their midfield player, and it's a ball over the top again. And if they score again here, I'm going to be very upset. Catherall holds on to it. It's because we praised the goalkeeper before the match. He'd been on a long run without conceding a goal. Had he ever conceded a goal for St Albans? I'm not sure that he ever had. But now he has. Hopefully he's not got a taste for it. Sambu on the edge of the area. Loads of time and space. Plays it out to Wyatt. Back to Sambu again. Back to Wyatt again. Back to Sambu again. And now with Noble and Sambu, there's a lot of short passing going on. Wilkin plays it into Spruce, but he can't quite get on the right side of his man, and Wilkin's back to prevent another counter-attack. Sambu, ball over the top to Spruce. Merson trying to get up with him in the middle, but can't quite get there, but it's back with Wyatt. Wyatt to Wilkin, cross towards Merson. I don't know what's gone on in the area there. That's a defensive catastrophe for Woking, but Sam Merson capitalised. And that's what Sam Merson offers you that Zane Banton doesn't. I talked in the last episode about how they were playing for new contracts. I think Sam Merson just earned his. Because even if he's not a prolific goal scorer, my word, does he work hard. And he forced that goal out of absolutely nothing. Okay, a bit of a defensive mess up. But he was still there to get the tackle in and score the goal. And now it's a whole different kettle of fish. Going into half-time, just one goal down, arguably with the momentum swinging our way after a terrible piece of defending from Woking. And now I need the right team talk. Passionately, we're not doing badly at all. If everyone continues to work hard, we'll win this. Well, that motivated David Noble. I kind of hoped that would put a rocket up a few more of them than just David Noble. We're going to stay on our cautious counter-attacking system for now. Obviously, we will adjust that as we get a little bit deeper into the game. But I'm confident that we'll score. Noble's shattered. I'm worried if we try and attack, we'll also concede. So I'm happy to just sit back, soak up pressure, hit them on the break. If it gets to 15, 20 minutes from the end, then we'll have to try something different. But I'm not desperate to do that now. Noble is tired, and that was a poor pass from David Noble. I think we need to get him off. I know it's early, that it's his second game in a week. He's furious as well, hopefully furious with himself and not with me. But we're going to bring Edwards on in midfield. I know it's a very early change, but David Noble's 37 years old, and if we do manage to pull off something ridiculous, he's got to play in the final as well. I don't think that's going to be an issue now. 3-1 down, and it's going to take a lot to find our way back from here. Maybe Edwards is going to come on and have that lot to offer us. Remember as well, as with yesterday's episode, don't read anything into the episode length as a spoiler. Win, lose or draw, we're only playing this one game on this episode because I don't want the episode lengths to act as spoilers as to the results of the game. So even if we do end up coming back into this game and winning it, it'll still be a relatively short episode. Right, what do we do? What on earth do we do from here? I've got to demand more from them, and let's make a change. What have we got that can change this game? Spruce is having a terrible game. We're going to bring Banton on for Spruce. We're going to swap those two over, and we're going to make Merson a poacher. And we're going to push on. We are going to go positive now. We've got Percy and Morgan on the bench. I don't think either of them are game changers. It's quite early in the game as well for me to be making positive changes. I don't really do this very often. I have just demanded more. I haven't seen what the feedback to that has been yet. But Banton just misses out on the ball in midfield, and Woking come at us again, but we get it back through Wilkin. Ball over the top for Merson. Merson chases. Merson scores again. 3-2 on the hour mark, and it's still game on, everybody. And Sam Merson is showing me why I never should have given him those few games out of the team. Hopefully, putting Banton up alongside him has reminded him, hang on, that's the guy who replaced me. And that's another lovely, hard-working finish from Sam Merson. And maybe it's not all over yet. Apparently, my command before didn't really have any difference at all. My shout, or whatever it's called. because they're all just composed. I don't really want composure. I want passion. I want goals. Merson's fouled, and Kane Ferdinand is being sent off for Woking. Now we're playing against 10 men, and what on earth do we do to find... We're not going to get a better opportunity than this. Percy is sat there ready and waiting to come on. But what difference does he make, and where does he make that difference? Do we bring him on for Hurd at right back, just for the youth and energy and exuberance? That's exactly what we do. But we're also gonna stick Wilkin further forward, and we're gonna make him an inside forward. We want him getting in more attacking positions. Wyatt's going to have to do a big job behind him. But, he's played on the right-hand side of midfield plenty of times. Push forward. Let's go grab an equaliser. We're playing against 10 men now. I don't know how they're lining up. It looks like they're playing... Ooh, I'm trying to see it on the radar. It looks like they've gone very narrow. So hopefully it won't matter too much that we've pushed our midfielder forward. If Hopkins could do it, I'd push him forward as well. But he just has a nosebleed if he gets that far up the pitch. He just wants to sit there and cross from deep. So I'll just leave him to do that. Right, we're going to make Banton on support, and I guess we now have to go attacking. And yeah, we've got to find something from somewhere. Demand more. Now they're focused. I mean, what else can we do? We'll go even more attacking, very attacking. I don't think we've got it though, have we? We've not got that equaliser, although there's a ball from Wilkin. Banton is in, and that was the opportunity. There's 5 minutes of time added on. That wasn't the only opportunity. There's going to be another chance, hopefully. We're running out of time. There's 10 seconds left, and they've got a goal kick. Maybe there wasn't ever going to be another opportunity. Wyatt lumps it forward, but we don't get the ball. And I mean, we gave it a good effort for a team that was supposed to be in a relegation battle. We've done incredibly well. They're not happy with being told they played well. Well, you did play well, you idiots. And we got to the playoff semi-final. We were a goal away from a playoff final. So I'm not going to be too desperately disappointed. They seem to be quite disappointed, though. Oh, okay. But I guess we'll leave that there, and we'll just do another season at this level. I mean, it's Wealdstone versus Woking who've made it through to the final, and they were the two teams who finished second or third. So it's worked out the way it's supposed to work out. I said I wasn't going to be too disappointed. I really am. But I think what we've learnt from this season is that we need a goal scorer, because if we have a look at the league, hold on, let's have a look at the league and look at how many goals. I mean, look at the state of this. Sol Price, Hungerford. Where did Hungerford even finish in the league? Hungerford finished 18th place, and they've got a striker who scored 36 goals. He's only on loan as well. I think I already noticed him, and I've already been scouting him because he's top scorer in the league. He battered us. But there's someone else. Bradley Bubb, 32 goals. Joe Igiafano, no idea, 31. There's some big goal scorers in this league, and where's out? I mean, we haven't got anyone in the top 20. That's where we've fallen down. And if we can drag another good season out of David Noble and strengthen in the right areas, maybe sign another quality centre-back so we don't have to play Tom Bender at left-back. Bender and Hurd, they're not under contract yet for next year. I've got a decision to make about them. We've got our loan players are going to be going back, and we're going to bring in a whole new batch of loan players. And then I think we just need to sign that super striker that we need. So that's our job for the summer. But, I mean, standing ovation for David Noble. He's going to be part of my coaching setup for a while. He's already a coach at the club. I want to keep this man with me because he's been a hero. Without him this season, it could have gone very, very differently. But we continue, and we come back tomorrow ready to go. And we're going to win the league next year. We're not going to win the league next year, but we might do a little bit better in the playoffs. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.